Film Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, seeing as though we're going through this pandemic and things are not normal, so when you're talking boxing, you hear about a few fights that are going to probably be taking place behind closed doors. And most of us are like, man, boxing without an audience, that's not really the thing that you want. Any kind of sport without an audience will be a lot different. It's gonna be weird for all of us, but this is the world we live in, and it's probably gonna be for a while. So we're gonna have to deal with it. So seeing as though we're gonna have to deal with it, you're looking for silver linings. Well, what would be good about boxing without an audience? And it hits me immediately. One thing is that we deal with, we've watched fights before without commentary. Why do we watch fights without commentary sometimes? What happens when you rewatch a fight and you've watched a fight without commentary before? If anybody's out there that's watched fights without commentary, or like I do, I don't give a damn what I watch a fight in what language. If I find it doesn't matter what language I'll be watching them. Doesn't matter because the commentary is kind of different because I talk about boxing from time to time. So therefore, I want to kind of just watch it. I don't need nobody. I don't really care what anybody's opinion is, right? Until after the fight or after I've said something about that particular fight. So we watch fights without commentary because we're probably not happy with what they're saying, right? And you don't want to be swayed one way or another. And so when you're looking at boxing without an audience, maybe that's good for the judges because I've been saying for the longest the judges need to have headphones on. They should not be able to hear too much anything from the crowd, right? They shouldn't be able to hear anything from the crowd because you can be swayed by that. And I think without a crowd, we're going to have a lot more fair judging because there's fighters, a lot of fighters, whoever the crowd's going for, they can just swing at the guy. They can swing at the guy, right? And the crowd goes wild. I've seen fighters, and I'm going to name a couple in a minute, where they can play good defense, avoid a couple of shots, and the crowd acknowledges that. And other fighters that avoid those shots doing the same defense will get booed. So the crowd can sway you, right? And boxing is the only sport that you can't go away. When you go away in basketball or football or whatever, you go away. You don't normally go away to somebody else's house, their crib, right? And blow them out. You might get a close win and hurry up and get up out of there. Basketball, you don't won a game 1 point. You hurry up and get up out of there, right? Soccer or something. Your away game, first game and first leg, you got a 0-1 or 1-0. You hurry up and get the hell out of there. You know, because you don't go to somebody else's house and blow them away, not necessarily, right? But it's very rare to see a fighter win a close fight away. Normally, if a fighter gets a split decision loss away, he probably really won that fight, or it was definitely a draw. Those are the kinds of things that happen. You got fighters, and I'm going to say like Canelo Alvarez or Anthony Joshua. I don't think these guys have ever fought where the crowd is not going for them. Joshua was in the Olympics in London, and then fought in London all the time in England with the Beast. And one time in New York, and there was enough British over there where that's felt like home or close to it. So he's never that if he throws a jab, throws a left hook, anything, then they're going for him. Canelo has never, ever, ever had to deal with adversity of people booing him and going against him. I have not recently, not in the last 5 years. Maybe something real early or something in Mexico that I don't know about. So they've never had to deal with, hey, somebody booing you, right? Or the judges are not going to be for you. People know already when you go fight them too. Well, you better beat them up real bad. And as bad as Floyd Mayweather beat up Canelo, you saw what happened. One judge had it even. How is that legally? He should probably get a fine, or like I told you, after fights, a justification booth. You go in there, watch the fight with a couple of other people, and you explain what rounds you were giving, right? So it's get embarrassing for you because once it's embarrassing for people, they stop doing things. Just like when you catch somebody in a lie and you catch them in a lie in front of a whole lot of people. That person will never lie when you're around. Again, as a basketball coach, I'll tell you, that's what happens. You lie, you're going to confront it in front of everybody. That way it won't happen, especially when you have a oriented thing. But yeah, I think I said enough with that. I think the bottom line is if we have to watch boxing without an audience, I do think that at least the scoring will be a little bit more fair because you don't have the hoopla and you know if a shot landed or not, right? It's not people screaming just because people throw a punch. And I think we'll get a lot of fair scoring. I know boxing doesn't want fair scoring, right? But in this time that we have right now, that's probably what we're going to get. So that's something that we can probably look forward to. At least fair scoring because we don't have a crowd. Let's see how that is working. Let's see how that works out. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.